Brandon, and I'm here with Lizzy Perales.
Hi. I'm not a person. I'm just
You're not a person. Do you want to be a person?
No, not really.
No? Okay. I'm here with a non-person, named Lizzy. She is a being of the void, because she's not a person. And we just call her Lizzy, because being of the void takes up too much time. Alright. Great. Glad we got that settled. Alright. So, yeah. That's the thing that happened, apparently. And we had, a lot of sound issues. 43 minutes worth of sound issues, to be precise. But we fixed them, so that's a good time. And yeah, so now we finally get to podcast. Okay. So, first, in the day of recording this, which is, what's today? November 26th. There are 18 days until The Last Jedi. What? What?
Nothing, I'm happy.
I thought you were just like maniacally laughing. I was like, Lizzy, are you okay? Was it the fun sugar? Okay, alright.
What is...
Because
I
remember...
can't remember how we got the fun sugar.
Because you were texting me and you were saying you had to make like cookies or something for something. Yeah. And you were texting me like my dad had to go buy sugar, but for some reason, like I don't know like what you did, but somehow it said that you had to get fun sugar. And you corrected yourself and you're like, I don't know what fun sugar is, and I was like I said, fun sugar sounds like a nickname for, like, some kind of drug. And then that happened. So, yeah.
You want to buy some fun sugar?
Basically. So, yeah, that was that. Okay. So, yeah, 18 days until The Last Jedi. I've been kind of, like, not, like, actively avoiding, but, like, if someone's like, hey, new TV spot on The Last Jedi, I'm like, cool. Then I don't watch it. Because, I feel like I've seen enough at this point. Because, I mean, like, with The Force Awakens, like, I watched everything because we were kind of going into it blind. But with The Last Jedi, now we sort of have, like, an idea of what's going to happen based on The Force Awakens, and I don't really want to know much more than what I know.
Hold on. Wait, hello? Keep freezing up.
Oh, no. Hello? Are you good? Are we good? Lizzy.
Keep freezing out.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I think you're good. I can't type either, so.
It's okay. Alright, are we good now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Did you see the puppy picture I sent you? It's beautiful.
Too many puppy pictures.
They're everywhere.
Okay. That was some wonderful typing, by the way. It's, PU keep freezing U bracket. Good job, Lizzy. Okay.
I was trying to put you keep freezing out.
Well,
or up.
Yeah.
Or something.
I figured that much. But
Thank
okay.
you.
So yeah. The Last Jedi. And The Last Jedi is alright, here's the most forced segue ever. The Last Jedi is directed by Rian Johnson, and Rian Johnson is also going to be directing a new trilogy that will not follow the Skywalker story. So, Lizzy, what are your thoughts?
Do you want honesty?
Yes.
I have no thoughts.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's fair.
That's
fair.
I don't know. Also, I'm a bit distracted because the whole thing is saying that the internet is bad, and it's really really scaring me.
Oh no. Okay. That's not good. Well, you sound fine to me, so.
You are glitching.
Uh, okay. Don't do that. We had enough sound issues earlier. Don't don't do that, Lizzie. That's mean. Okay. Alright, so you have no thoughts about the Ryan Johnson trilogy?
Mm,
None? Nothing in your
no,
noggin?
I have no noggin.
No, you don't have a head?
No,
No? That's,
nope.
I mean, where does your helmet, how does your helmet stay on?
No, it's cool. It's cool.
It's what?
Wait, what?
What? I said, how does your
I
helmet
don't
stay on?
know. It's uh it's a giant magnet.
Oh,
Uh, does that make sense?
okay. Great. So, alright. um, so yeah, new trilogy. I mean, I don't really have that many thoughts either, because, I mean, Last Jedi hasn't come out, so I can't really comment on if Ryan Johnson is, someone that I like their version-ish, I guess, of Star Wars, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Like, I can't say, oh no, when he makes Star Wars movies they're bad, or when he makes Star Wars movies they're good, because the movie isn't out yet. So, I don't have ideas. I mean, he seems like a good director, so I'm optimistic. But,
Mhm.
yeah.
I loved his scorpion, lobster sweater. I want it.
Lobster sweater. Okay.
Yeah. I
Alright.
to- I told a little girl, she's so cool. Love her. I think she's like my second cousin or something. I told she was coloring in a lobster, and oh my god, and I was like, oh, I killed one of those before, and
Lizzie!
I didn't realize I said that out loud,
Oh
and she
no.
looked at me, and she was like, that's so cool. It's like, okay, okay.
I mean,
I didn't just ruin this little girl's
I just
childhood.
I just put my elbows on the table because I was face palming, and it like moved the whole table and it made a really loud noise. So I apologize. But oh
Good
no,
job, Zoe.
oh no, Lizzie. I mean,
What? What?
at
What?
least she wasn't coloring in a person.
What? I haven't killed a person yet.
Yet.
Yet. Yet.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, yeah, but that little girl is so cool. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Are there any more words about the Ryan Johnson trilogy?
Um, trailers and everything, so far, everything looks amazing, but I don't know.
We don't know for 18
I don't.
days.
18 days. 18.
Okay. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's Ryan Johnson. So yeah, that's the thing. And Battlefront 2 has been released into the world. And Lizzie and I, we've both beat the campaign. And I think, honestly, I think most people have probably beat the campaign by now that, have played it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, spoilers, if I guess we're going to talk about that. But don't, uh, I mean, it's probably nothing because it wasn't exactly the longest campaign. I think I beat it in like it took one night and then like a couple hours into the next night. So
Yeah, me too.
and they were
I
school
just
nights, so
every time I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna play Battlefront, and then I'd play Amnesia instead,
Yeah,
and then get freaked out like that.
I remember. Well, I just remember like when I was playing it, cause like the first night, cause we got it, and then I couldn't play for a little bit, cause school. And then the night I finally got a chance to play it, and I started the campaign, and I was doing really awesome, and then I got to this one point, and I died 8 times, and I'm just like, okay, I can't do this right now. So I just watched Friends for like 3 hours, and then went to bed. And
Good job.
then the next day I get home from school. I'm like, I don't have much homework. I'm gonna go play Battlefront. And first try, the thing that I kept dying on, I got it on the first try. I was like, really, really, whatever. Okay. So yeah, the campaign. Should we go through the campaign like we did with the Rebels episodes?
I'd say so since we don't really have much to talk about.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, let's go through the other little tiny bits of news first, because I don't think they'll take us very long, and then we'll go to the Battlefront too, because that could take us a while. You get me?
Okay.
All right. So
I done get you.
We'll come back to Battlefront. I'll highlight it in a pretty color on the notes. Okay.
That's not a pretty color.
It's orange. I like orange. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. You didn't change the highlight color though. That's what...
I know. You get your orange and I get my Comic Sans.
All right, that's fair. That's a fair trade. Okay. All right. So the Thrawn comic series has been announced, and
Do you think I keep telling my dad to do Thrawn now.
to do a Thrawn costume?
Yes. With the
I'll support
with
that. I'll join your side, Lizzie.
with the long hair.
We'll make a
the long hair
petition.
gown
Yeah, we'll make a
and
petition.
the
I'm
white
down.
gloves. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I support
And it has no sleeves. It's perfect for him.
Yeah. Okay.
He just needs blue paint, a lot of it.
Yeah. It can be like your mom's revenge for being painted for so many of her costumes. Now she gets to paint your dad. This is what it feels like.
Oh, but Dad would have to shave.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to pick Kanan or Thrawn. I think that's an easy choice, though.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I mean, is it... Because I guess it's just going to be a comic adaptation of the Thrawn.
The novel book thing.
That's what I heard. So
yeah,
I just finished that book like a week or so ago.
There are times when I'm like, oh, Thrawn's so cool, I'm gonna read the book. But I'm reading one book right now that my dad's lifelong friend made, who is like an uncle to me, Jesse Gordon. He's written a few books, and I'm reading one of them right now, and it's really good. It's really good.
What's it called?
It made me cry. Nothing bad has happened yet.
Lizzie, what's it called?
Oh, Heroes Day. Sorry. People should read it. It's good.
Okay. I'll put that on my list, because I want to catch up on the Star Wars books, and then I want to read like normal books. So it's on my list now.
Normal books?
You know what I mean. Non-Star Wars books. Whatever. Okay.
I want to read the Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
God.
What do I have left to read?
I actually kind of want to read Phasma.
I have to read I have to read both Battlefront books, Leia and Phasma, and then I'm all caught up until they start releasing more. Then I'll be behind again.
More.
Okay. So yeah, Thrawn.
I'm not interested in Tarkin at all.
You're not interested in what?
In Tarkin?
Tarkin? Oh, I read that like 2 months ago. It's a while ago. I mean, it was good. I don't have a particular interest in Tarkin. I kind of just read it so I can say that like I'm all caught up on all the Star Wars books.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was good, but if you don't want to if you're not just trying to read all the Star Wars books and you don't really care for Tarkin that much, it's not like all that necessary to read, I guess. Like, there's nothing in it that, like, I don't know how to put it together, but you know how in, like, Aftermath or something, like, you read it and you're like, oh, that's why this happened in Force Awakens, or why this was, you know? But, like, there's nothing like that in Tarkin. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad book at all, but it's not, I don't know.
I got you.
Yeah, you got me. All right, good. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I have. All right, and then they said all right, another news, they said there's going to be a live action TV show. But that's all. We don't know. We don't even know who's directing it, do we? We just know that one is going to happen at some point, at some time.
Well.
Something. There's a live action TV show in the works. Which, I mean, I guess I'm like chill with a live action TV show as long as it's not like live action TV show instead of an animated TV show, because in my opinion, animated Star Wars is some of the best Star Wars, if not the best Star Wars.
That is true.
So, that's my thoughts. I don't have many thoughts on it because we don't know much, so there's not much to think about. And then there's going to be a book. What else? We also know there's going to be a book called Thrawn Alliances by Timothy Zahn. The synopsis is Grand Admiral Thrawn and Darth Vader ally against the threat to the Empire in this new novel from best-selling author Timothy Zahn. Sequel to Thrawn, blah blah blah. Continue to follow the rise of Grand Admiral Thrawn to the heights of Imperial power and accompany him into the past, witnessing his first encounter with the man who will one day become Darth Vader. So it's times of Anakin and Thrawn chillin', and then also times of Thrawn and Vader chillin'.
Chillin'?
They're chillin'. It's probably not very chill. They're like doing war stuff.
Probably.
It's not chillin'. But, you know, they're like hanging out and, you know, killing people. It's a good time. Alright. So, that's that. I don't, you know, there's not, I don't have many thoughts on these things because there's not much, like, we don't know much, so, you know?
Yes.
I mean, Thrawn's cool, Vader's cool, stick them together, the book will be cool. That's what I got. Alright, and then we'll just go through events. So, recent events, Science Factory and Rebel Cause for me, which was 2 weeks ago on Sunday. We went to the Science Factory for a trooping event. I was Sabine. There was a lot of people there. And, you know, we did our thing. We played, there's like all the like exhibits and they're like hands-on. You like do the thingies with them. And it's like you learn about science and, you know, stuff. And there's kids. There was a little kid dressed as Ezra. He was really cute, but he was really shy. So, yeah. And, yeah. That's, it was fun. And then we went to Rebel Cause, who we've actually had, the podcast that does Rebel Cause, Rebel Chatter. We've had one of those hosts on here. And I'm so horrible with names, and it's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it for the life of me because that's just the kind of person I am. I'm horrible. Horrible, horrible. I'm going to look it up because I feel horrible. Jake. We've had Jake on here on this show. And so yeah, that was fun. It was like a little charity event. I lost the trivia, but
dare you?
In my defense, there were a lot of EU questions on there, and I know nothing about the old EU. So,
yeah.
That's my excuse. And the prize was a Sabine poster, and my friend won it, and he was like, "Here, you're Sabine. You should take this." So he gave it to me anyway. So that was cool. And that's an adorable little picture of Eli and Thrawn that you just put on the notes, Lizzy.
What happened?
You put a picture of Eli and Thrawn on the notes.
Oh, yeah.
It's adorable. It's Thrawn is dragging Eli away from being a supply officer. He's like, "No, come on, Eli. I believe in you. Do it. Work with me." Alright.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Rebel Cause. Rebel Cause was fun. I played Star Wars Destiny, and my cards were Sabine, Hera, and Ezra, and I was playing against Thrawn and the Grand Inquisitor, and I completely decimated them. So, that was great. Yeah. I don't know. That was fun. Those were my good times. And you didn't do anything. You said, "Nope, I'm boring," which you're not boring. I'm deleting that.
I'm pretty boring.
No, you're not.
I haven't done
you.
anything.
I'm gonna fight you for being mean to my friend Lizzy.
Por qué?
Because Lizzy's awesome and you're mean to her, and that's not allowed.
I'm always mean to Lizzy.
Well, you should stop. So I'm gonna fight you.
Don't fight me.
Yes. Okay.
Can't fight me from, all the way in Pennsylvania.
Just watch me.
Also, I found a picture of Thrawn smiling, and I love it so much.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Oh, Thrawn, emo hair Thrawn. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like that. That's spooky.
Hey,
Emo hair Thrawn is spooky. Okay. Alright, so upcoming events. For me, why are there so many enters between these? Lizzy. Okay. For upcoming events, I have Steel City Con, which is in a week? 2 weeks? Time isn't real. But that's a con we do every year. 3 times a year, actually, because there's December, and there's April, and there's August. So this is December. December, in my opinion, is the most fun, because I don't know why. It's the first one I went to was the December one. And it always just seems like there's, more, I guess, in the December. I don't know. It's fun. It's gonna be great. I think tickets are sold out. Maybe, because that's how Steel City usually goes. But if they're not, and, you're in the Pittsburgh, Monroeville-ish area, or you feel like driving from wherever you are to that area, you should totally come, because it's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of cool stuff there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Zoe?
What?
I found the most horrible thing.
Oh no. What is it? Lizzy? Lizzy, what are you doing?
I don't know.
What is it?
Do you not see it?
No. Where?
Okay, maybe that's for the best.
No. Why won't it go away? Go away! You have to explain it now since you inflicted that upon my eyes.
No, okay, why do people think, you know what, Hera and Thrawn would be great together?
I don't even... You know what's worse? I've seen, it's, Thrawn Bean. I've seen that.
No.
I saw it today looking for pictures of Sabine for a reference.
Nope.
Made me want to jump out a window.
Do you have any windows?
Yeah. There's a window right over there. It has,
oh my god.
Scare Trooper curtains. I would never jump out a window. I don't feel like opening it.
You've watched the Sherlock Holmes on Netflix, right?
No.
What?
No.
Why? They're so good.
Is it the one with beneficial cummerbund?
What? I'm hurt. I am hurt.
Is it the one with him though?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm sorry. I don't like his face.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't.
How?
It bothers me.
How could you not like his beautiful face?
Beautiful is not the word I would use.
It is beautiful.
No, yeah, I have not watched it. I mean, I've heard that it's like a really amazing show. And I've also heard that it's like horrible.
What?
So, I don't know. What's keeping me from watching it is the face. And also the fact that I can't see the Watson he's a hobbit to me. He will always be a hobbit to me. It's not,
true.
oh, look, there's Sherlock Holmes' friends. No, it's, oh, look, there's Hobbit shooting people.
But.
I'm sorry, Lizzie.
You watched Doctor Strange, right?
No.
Why? Why?
Because, I don't know. Not a nice face. I'm sorry. No. Now you sound sad and I feel bad. I'm sorry, Lizzie. Okay. I'm sorry. Alright, well, anyway, back to the notes. The regularly... Wow, that was not nice. That didn't come out. Anyway, the scheduled programming. Lizzie, do you have any upcoming events?
I have no clue.
Okay.
Because my parents don't tell me anything. Or they do, and I just don't remember.
Or maybe you just don't listen.
But either one. All of the above.
Okay. So Lizzie does not know what she's doing with her life. But that's okay. Because no one does, really.
It's true.
Alright, we'll go back to Battlefront now.
Yay.
So...
How could you not like Benedict Cumberbatch's face?
It looks like a fish alien fetus.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
It's not... I'm sorry, I don't like it.
It's just so beautiful.
I'm sorry. I can't.
I have the manga. It's so beautiful.
There's like... It's a manga and they used his face?
Of course they used his face.
Ugh. Please don't send me a picture.
Why would I do that?
Because that's what you do.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
They need Benedict Cumberbatch in everything. Even Star Wars.
Okay. We're gonna move on to the Battlefront. We're gonna move back, I guess, to the Battlefront.
Should be in it.
The Battlefront campaign.
Okay, fine.
Does that sound good to you, Lizzie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that I don't like Benedict Cumberbatch's face.
It's so amazing.
I will politely disagree.
Politely?
I will disagree. Okay. Alright, are we moving on now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Lizzie.
Never say anything about Poe.
Well, it's because Poe is decent looking.
Only decent looking?
More than decent looking. But at least decent looking. Fight me, Lizzie.
Like when he has a mustache.
Well, not the mustache. I mean Poe.
Huh? No, I know, but like for whenever they make Oscar Isaac a bad guy, they give him a mustache.
Because mustaches are evil. Unless it's Koran.
My dad's evil?
Well, it's not if it's just
He
a
is all
mustache.
mustache.
No, but your dad is like the beard too.
Yeah.
If it's with a beard, it's not evil. But if it's just his mustache, it's evil.
Okay.
It's evil, or it's a 9th grader who thinks he's cool.
A 9th grader?
Yes. Alright. Alright, so we'll start with the... Lizzie, did you die? Lizzie, I swear. Did you die?
I didn't die.
No? Alright, well, it got really quiet all of a sudden.
Because I was looking at Sherlock Holmes's face.
Okay. That's nice. I don't know why you would do that to yourself, but okay. Alright, so I'm on the Wikipedia article, because Wikipedia is a lifesaver. So I'm just going to kind of read it, I guess, from there, but not actually read it, because it's, like, really long, and I don't feel like doing that. So, I'll Zoe it!
Oh, no.
It'll be a good time, alright. Okay.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm going to put a link on the notes, so Lizzie can stop me and read it herself if she wants to.
I'm trying so hard to perfect a beautiful picture of Kylo Ren. It's really hard to do that.
Alright, Lizzie.
I'm sorry.
Kylo is not here yet. Kylo is not until the end. Alright, we gotta go through this thing, alright?
Did we say spoilers yet?
Yeah, we said that when we started talking about it the first time. So, yeah. Okay, alright. So, do you know what would suck? This just came to my mind for some reason, but like, if you're listening to a podcast and they're like, oh, if you haven't seen this yet, but we're gonna spoil it, and the person's like, okay, I'll skip a little bit, and they skip right to a part where there's a spoiler.
Right into.
That's never happened to me, but that would suck, dude. Hopefully we didn't just do that to anybody. Alright, good time. So, the first part, according to this lovely Wikipedia article written by someone that I don't know, first part is escaping from the invincible faith, which is a... Lizzie?
Yeah?
Okay. You just laughed evilly. Okay. Alright, so, you know, the Invincible Faith was a rebel cruiser, I guess? Is that? Yeah, it's a cruiser called the Invincible Faith. I said that already. So, you know, they take the prisoner, who is Iden, and so, you know, the captain is like, hey, tell us stuff. And she's like, no, bruh. and, and, you know, and then he leaves, cause, you know, he gotta do stuff. Rebellions aren't built on laziness, they're built on hope. And then she talks to her helmet, and it wakes up her droid, and then the droid, like, shocks the dude, and then runs away. Goes through, to go through a whole bunch of stuff, and, like, not get shot and stuff. It's, you know, it's fun. And you get there, you get to Iden, and she's like, hey, hi friend, you know, you let her go. And then, and then you gotta pew up the place, then you jump out the thingy, and you get caught by the Corvus, which is Iden's ship, and then they're like, yeah, we did it. And she calls her dad, and she's like, we got it, we're all good. And that's the first mission.
Good job.
Okay, should I continue, or do you want to save people's ears? Lizzie. Oh, no.
Yeah? Hello?
Hello. Do you want to do
Zoe?
it? Do you want to... Can you hear me?
No.
No? Wait. You Forget my question. I'm just gonna keep
I'm
going.
not-
Because you're mean. Mean Lizzie. Mean Lizzies don't get to talk about Battlefront.
You were so confused.
Okay. Mean. Alright. Anyway, so then they cut to like, well, they don't cut. It's kind of more gradual. They just cut. But, they're on Endor. And Inferno Squad, which is Aiden and Dell and Hask. Ugh. Lizzie, I swear. Okay, so more technical issues because that's how life goes. But now we're back. That's great. All right. So
Hello.
we're on Battlefront 2, Battle of Endor, Inferno Squad, which is Aiden, Dell, and Hask. Is 3 people really a squad?
Of course it is, Zoe.
All right, I'm gonna look up how big is a squad.
More
In the military.
There were more people too.
In the military, a squad leader is. Oh, that's a lot of words I don't care about. 13. or 3 to 8
this
men.
Is Star Wars.
All right,
Zoe.
it says 3 to 8 people. So, in a rifle squad.
A small number of soldiers assembled for drill or assigned to some special tasks, especially in infantry. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
For some reason, I saw Splatoon.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. My mind's everywhere.
All right. So, all right. What do we got? We got. So, Inferno Squad's on Endor. Death Star goes pew, and they're ordered to go back to their ship, the Corvus.
Uh-huh.
So then they kill a bunch of rebels. Sad tear. They kill a bunch of rebels, and then they get the TIE fighters, and they fly them away, and it's like, yay, happy fun times, except everyone's dead, so it's not really happy fun times.
Yeah.
And then you have to fly through the debris and not crash 3 times into stuff.
I was scaring my dad because I was just doing a bunch of like rolls and flips because I was bored. I don't like being in space. And like I kept somehow I was able to avoid a lot of the trash in the air by luck.
The Force.
And then
there is no
and
such
then
thing
when I
as
was
luck.
actually stopping and not doing any flips, I crashed into a big chunk of junk.
You're a fancy flyer.
Fancy.
Alright, okay. So yeah. Alright, and then, alright, so they get up to the Eviscerator. I never pay attention to Star Destroyer names. The Eviscerator. They're also ominous. They're always like, why can't there be a Star Destroyer that's named like Puppy Love or like Corgis?
What?
I don't know. I have thoughts, and sometimes I say them even when they shouldn't be said. Okay.
Right.
So, the Eviscerator and the Corvus, they meet up, and then, they meet up on the home world of Aiden and Commander Versio. Or, is Admiral Versio? I really don't have it in me to care. So...
When do you?
Not often. And then, so Garrick is like, hey, Aiden, the Emperor, died. So,
Oh.
he sent out one message, which is to do Operation Cinder. And apparently, that's, a thing that some people were told about, but others were not. So, it's chill. And then they go to Fondor, or to an Imperial shipyard above Fondor. And they get some they help defend the people getting satellites, right? And you do that. And the guy's like, oh, protect this, protect that. Like, why don't you do your own protection? I got TIE fighters to worry about. But whatever. And, anyway.
Oh, yeah, I suck at protecting people.
Like, protect yourself. I got my own problems, boy.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, where was I? They do the thing, they blow up the stuff, and then it's like, yeah, they take the satellites, and it's like, it's all good. And then they go, and then you go, there's like a mission, and all of a sudden you're Luke Skywalker. Cause, sometimes you just wake up and you're Luke Skywalker, You know those,
See, that
you know
was
those
so
days?
cool.
You know those days you just wake up and you're like, oh, look at me, I'm Luke Skywalker. It's great.
I wish. I would be like, wow. Look in the mirror and be like, wow, I'm so cool. And then just go off and do whatever I want.
Yeah, I don't think Luke does whatever he wants, but yeah. And so, Luke, he goes through, it's a really pretty planet, It's nice. It's like pink and colorful and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Luke, he like
I
goes
wouldn't want to
through,
blow it up.
he kills all the dudes shooting at him. And then he gets to Del. This is throwing me off because it's saying Miko because that's his last name, but it's Del to me. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He finds Del, and Del's like,
I love that so much.
And Del's like, oh, hi, person. Who are you? And Luke's like, I'll show you who I am. Pulls out a lightsaber and cuts him free, and he's like, oh, crap, you're Lukey. Lukey. And, yeah, so then you have to fight a bunch of weird bugs while Del does stuff. And then you go in the thingy into the room, and Luke's like, hey, look, compass. Takes it. Del can't really do anything about it because it's Luke Skywalker. And they're like, alright, we're gonna blow this place up. Chill.
Yeah, and Luke asked. Because if you ask, you can have anything you want.
See, I would have just, like, pocketed the thing, He wouldn't have to know. He's blowing it up anyway. Yeah. Alright, what do you think?
Yeah. And they were gonna blow everything up.
Yeah. So what do you think the compass, like, is?
Huh?
What do you think the compass thing is?
I don't know. Like, I had a few things in mind, but I've canceled them all out.
You canceled them. No, this is a dumb idea. Canceled.
Because it's right... when was that? Like, after Return of the Jedi, right? So
yeah, like right after.
So he could be looking for Jedi temples, or I don't know. It's all of the things in there, according to Del, were junk. But if Luke Skywalker wanted to go in and grab those stuff, that stuff.
Also, if Palpatine thought it was worth keeping in some weird locked away safe that only a Force user could get to, clearly a lot of it had some kind of importance. I don't know. I think it's like a map-ish thing to like Jedi temples, because Luke's trying to reestablish the Jedi. He's looking for the temples, so he can set up shop somewhere. Because just building your own temple is a lot of work. He wants to, find one already made. Pre-built temple, made to order temple. It's not made to order. Ready? Whatever words. So I think maybe it's what helped him find the first Jedi temple.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this is kind of jumping ahead, but at the end, Kylo is on that planet, and he's like thinking like, hey, maybe like the fragments or whatever, or like something like a copy or whatever, that compass is like a damaged copy, is how they got the rest of the map to it that they have in Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool.
Whenever you make up, or not, you don't make them up, but you do your little stories, I keep thinking of like the little characters, and they're talking that way. it's funny in my head.
We just,
Everything's funny in
we
my
just
head.
gotta call up the actors and like they have to say like what I say for their dialogue. Like exactly. Okay. All right.
I want so much to be able to animate because then I can make so much awesome stuff. But I don't know how. And I don't have the
I mean,
equipment for it either.
if
It
you
makes me
like
sad.
if you drew like they used to like do the 2D animations, if you drew that, I could animate it for you if you
That's
want.
that's like a lot of work though.
Well, I know, but animation's a lot of work, yo. That's why it's so expensive.
But I want to do it on a computer like a cool kid.
Oh, yeah. Uh, the only thing I know for that that's like easily accessible, not thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, not it's not easily accessible, I guess, but would be Adobe Character Animator, which they have in the computers at my school. I don't have it. It didn't come with our Adobe package. But, maybe your school has it. Like, I don't know, if you have like a library or whatever and you can just like pop in there and be like, "Oh, I do have Character Animator. Look at that." Never mind. Okay, but yeah, that's a thing. So maybe like you can see if like the computers at your school or whatever have it, and then you can just pop in and be like, "Hey, I'm using this," you know?
But only the digital media kids can.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how your school works. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
You
help.
should come over.
I want to, but it's far.
Like you keep saying that OSHA's this great place. Come over
I
then.
like the ocean. There's an ocean on my side too.
There is?
The Atlantic Ocean.
OSHA. OSHA.
OSHA. I thought you said ocean. Wow.
OSHA.
Okay, that makes more
Orange.
sense, Because that's your
Yeah.
school, yeah, okay. Wow, good job, Zoe. You did good today. You didn't do anything today, you just played Disney Infinity and watched Friends. Okay,
And playing Amnesia and getting scared.
I think I played because I've never really played a horror game. I played one. Well, yeah, I played like one indie one. It was like on like the first or second level, and nothing scary even happened. It was just like a free indie game on Steam. I forget the name of it, but a door opened really loud, and it scared me so bad I just quit the game and I haven't touched it since.
um,
It was really loud. It spooked me.
uh, I've been playing Amnesia lately. I don't know why. It's like there's Dark Descent, and it's like nothing was really happening, just like little doors opening randomly, and like little noises every now and then. And you have like your own lamp, and you have to keep track of your oil, or else like if you're in the dark too long, then your sanity will be low. That's bad apparently. Uh,
Apparently.
but today I encountered the monster shadow thing. I don't know why they call it the shadow if it doesn't look like a shadow. It looks like a pig that
Ew.
was ripped open with long
Okay, Lizzie.
hands.
That's enough imagery for today.
But I don't know. And all I did, I saw it coming through the door. I turned off my lamp and I ran to the corner and just didn't even look at it. And it went away. The other times that I encountered it, I ran right towards it, but the game was programmed that you couldn't interact with it yet. So when I ran up to it, it disappeared. It was really funny, but terrifying.
But yeah, but in your
Nice.
case, the doors open on their own. I opened the door and it scared me. I opened the door and it was louder than I expected and it scared the crap out of me. It was horrible. Fell out of my chair.
I like to throw chairs everywhere. Like you can pick up chairs, or you can pick up anything. So I just pick up the chairs and I take them with me, and I just
Chair
travel.
friends.
Yeah, and then whenever I like need to go to around the corner, but I'm scared that there's gonna be the monster, I just kind of throw the chair first, and then nothing happens, and I'm like, okay, good, I can go now.
But
Thank you, chair.
would the monster attack the chair?
I I keep thinking that hopefully the game will think, oh, the chair is me, and then move to the spot where all of a sudden there's gonna be a monster comes at you. I can't
But then,
talk.
like, what would you do once the monster realizes, hey, this is a chair?
Then that's when you run and hide.
Okay. Yeah.
I've only hid twice when the game has told me multiple and multiple times to not run towards the monster.
But you
Like
do. Because you're
the other,
Lizzy.
one more story, one more story, one more.
Okay.
It's really stupid, and I was, I don't know why, but I wanted. I can't remember that guy's name. You remember that episode in Clone? There's like the droids go on a mission, and there's
Gascon?
that tiny little.
Gascon.
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping I could be tiny like him and sneak inside a cabinet, or I could be like you and sneaking into cabinets too.
It would
That's
have been
also a
okay. You
thing.
know what? That would have been a lot easier if it wasn't for the stupid sink pipes thing. That's all I'm saying. Got in the
But you
way.
still fit. You still fit.
I did fit. I'm very proud of that.
I ran into a room where there's only one entrance, to get in and out, and I found a key, and then I heard the game make a noise, and I got scared, and I hid inside a closet, and I could hear it scratching against the
Oh
closet, and
no!
I hated it so much. Oh, I hated it. It was not nice.
Okay. That,
And I was
yeah.
hoping to be small and hide, but it didn't work.
Amnesia sounds like a game that I'm too. I would. No.
Why no?
Because I don't know. I feel like I drop or throw the controller a lot. Because it's scared. Outlast also sounds is a game that I would not be good at because I would be scared.
You would be scared? Oh no!
What?
I looked up like pictures of the amnesia monster. That was a bad mistake. That was a mistake. But now I know all the locations of where the monster's gonna be now in the game.
That's cheating, Lizzy.
No, like I recognized the room in the picture, and now I'm scared. But it looks really stupid, honestly. It
Okay.
looks like a human.
I've seen the amnesia monster. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, and
that.
then it has boots on.
Boots. It has to be
It's just
fashionable.
random. It's
Okay.
like it's weird. I'm sorry. Okay, Star
We should.
Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Okay. All right. So where are we now? We're on. Right. They attack Versio's home planet, and Iden is like, Dad, what you doing? And he's like, no, this is the plan. She's got to deal with it. Go get the guy who probably paid to be saved while everyone else is dying. Because that's how the Empire works. It's corrupt and evil. Whatever. Um, and so, they get down, they do their thing, and then Iden is like, yeah, no, I don't feel right about this. And she's like, I'm rebelling, I quit. And Dell's like, alright, I'll go with you. And Hask is like, no, bad. So they shoot him, and they run away. And you have to shoot all the stormtroopers. Pew pew. You steal the
Pew pew.
thingy. You steal the AT-AT. Then you pew pew some more. And it's just a fun time. You escape. And then Hask goes back, and he is promoted to commander of Inferno Squad. But that really means nothing. Because the rest of Inferno Squad deserted. So that's like if I'm like, oh, Lizzy, guess what? You're now commander of yourself. Alright. So
Yay.
then you have the next part. And so Iden and Dell are like, they're kind of like, alright, well, the rebellion doesn't like us because we killed a bunch of those dudes, and now the Empire doesn't like us because we killed a bunch of those dudes, so we're just kind of stuck. But eventually they decide to bite the bullet, or there's no bullets. Bite.
Yeah, there's
And
no
you
bullets.
can't bite lasers. I mean, you can, but only once. They just decide to shove their inhibitions aside, and then go to the rebellion. And they were honestly lucky to meet General Lando Calrissian, because he was just like, oh, second chances, it's all good. Let's go. So, they agree to help Operation Cinder. Then they go to Naboo, and then Leia's there, and she's awesome. She pew-pews and stuff. And then, well, actually, first they have to destroy the satellites and the X-Wings, and then they get to Leia, and she pew-pews and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Leia pew-pews and stuff, she's like, oh, by the way, Han, missing. Because, apparently. And then Iden's like, alright, we'll find him, let's chill. And then, and then you're Han. And Han has a beard.
He has a beard.
Yeah, because, he's trying to find the Wookiees. So he's trying to be a Wookiee. So he grows a beard,
It all makes sense.
Exactly. So they go to Takodana, and Han and Maz are being Han and Maz, basically. And then Han has to find this dude. And while you're finding the dude, if you go upstairs, you hear two people talking about, and they're describing Lasat. FYI. It's a cool little Easter egg. You go on the roof, find two people talking near, like, the backish thing of the roof, I guess. I don't know, you'll find them. But they're talking about an alien who's giant and furry and purple and has giant green eyes. And because there really aren't that many Lasat left that aren't on Lyrasan, I'm going to choose to believe that it's Zeb specifically. But, just any Lasat in general. But anyway, Han finds this dude, and then they go, and the dude forgets where he put the stuff. What stuff? The data cubes. So, Han and the dude run around, get the data cubes, and then stormtroopers show up, and they pew-pew them. And then, and it's not really going all that well, they're at the Falcon and Chewie's there. But, it's not going the best. And then Iden shows up, and she's like, hey, what's up? Leia sent us. And Han's like, I'm in trouble. That's great. That's a good time. So, yeah. But, then, they get away, and Han thanks them. It's a good time. And then they go to Bespin. What are they again? They're trying to kill Hask. That's Bespin, right? But Hask escapes. So they're like, well, might as well do something. So they take a little thingy. They blow up the little thingy, the other thingies, the big thingies.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
They hijack a cloud car, and they blow up the fueling sites on Chinook Station in Bespin. Yeah. And then Lando and Shriv. I love Shriv, by the way. Shriv should be in every movie ever now. He's great. But they go to Stallist, and they find out that Imperial forces still chilling in the factories. And so Lando's like, okay, well, that's not good. We gotta go do that. So he comes up with a plan to do the thing, to stop it. But that goes south because it's Star Wars and no one's plans ever go right. And so then Lando decides to do the logical thing and flood the whole place with lava. Because, when your plan fails, you just gotta send lava everywhere. Because that makes sense.
It does. Zoe, don't you judge?
Okay. I'm not judging. I love Lando. He's great. This mission was probably one of my favorites. It was awesome. But yeah, and then Shriv is like complaining to Lando about the lava incident. And they're about to die, and then Iden shows up and she's like, hey, you look like you're dying. I'll help you out, fam. So, that happens. And then it's time for The Battle of Jakku. So, you get to the Battle of Jakku. Things aren't looking the best, right? So, when Lizzy cut out, that's great.
Okay.
Lizzy. Alright, more technical difficulties, but we're back. Again. Back in town. Alright, so Battle of Jakku. You ready for the Battle of Jakku?
Yes.
Alright. So they show up to Jakku. And, so, Jakku, I like the Jakku mission. You fly around, you're like, who do I want to help? You fly over this part, pew pew, save some people, fly over to the next part, have some fun. It's a good time. And, so yeah, you do that. There's not much to tell there. It's just kind of, But then, you take care of it. You take care of the problems, basically. And then Iden is attacked by Hask in his little TIE interceptor. And she's like, alright, we're going to end you once and for all. Pew pew, take him down. He's dead. You're like, good. Except he's not actually dead. But we'll get to that. It's like, alright. You do that. And then Iden's like, I'm going to go, talk to my dad. See what he's up to. It's been a while, So, she crashes into the Star Destroyer, because that's what you gotta do. And then, so, she walks to the... What are you looking at? Keep looking over your shoulder. What are you looking at?
What? My dad's here, and I keep always wanting to ask him questions, but he never wants to answer them on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Dad, may I ask you one question? How did you feel about Battlefront 2, the campaign?
It was short, but I enjoyed the story.
Just you have a very short answer.
Oh, you want me to elaborate?
We enjoy the answer.
You want me to elaborate?
Yes.
Now. The first-person campaign of Battlefront 2, the untold soldier story, was interesting. I was already invested in the character since I know how to read and picked up a book called Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad, which was awesome. I asked my daughter if she was going to read it. She seemed to have no interest in, what's the word for it? Words.
Why are you being so rude?
So, I enjoyed it. Zoe, have you read this book?
I have not. I'm still catching up on the other books that I still need to read.
It is, in my opinion, very good. If I was to compare it to Battlefront Twilight Company, have you read that book?
It's ordered. It's coming in the mail on Tuesday.
Alrighty then. Let's just say, if I was to compare it to Twilight Company is much more of a, they're on the battlefront and they're it's sort of what I would expect a Battlefront book to be. Whereas Inferno Squad, it went a little more covert and they were undercover and different things and not really what I expected. It was almost closer to that, the Rebel Rising book than it was to the Battlefront book in a weird way.
Okay.
So I liked the characters and I liked the background that was already built up for these characters. So when I played the game already, I knew who they were and I was invested already, which was super awesome. So if you, if you can read, definitely pick up those books because that'll give you a nice leg up and maybe, if you're interested in it and want to put in the time, a little more insight and enjoyment out of the game. Other than that, the game itself was fairly short, but I like that they were able to switch up the play in unexpected ways. For instance, as soon as you're playing as Luke Skywalker, I was like, whoa, I didn't see this coming. Now I'm Luke, man. This is so fun,
we
man.
were talking about
I'm Luke right now.
We
And
did.
then, they did a good job of switching up the stuff. At one point you're Han walking around. And at that point you're not even really, well, I guess you would end up shooting, but there's a point where you're Han and you're just kind of walking around and trying to talk to people and get info. That was interesting and not like what you would think you would get from a Battlefront game,
You
right?
just love it
And
when you
people
wake
are
up.
rude to you when you're Han, because Han tends to screw people over.
Hmm. And then like Lando, you got to be Lando at one point, so that was a lot of fun. And then I liked how they switched the gameplay back between the starfighting and the ground fighting, and then switching it up with the characters. So even though it was short, I still felt like it wasn't repetitive. Like it could have been like, okay, now you're in an Imperial base, I didn't shoot everybody, you win. And now you're in Rebel base, shoot everybody, you win. Because like with a shoot 'em up kind of game, it can get repetitive real quick.
Yeah.
But they did a really good job of keeping the gameplay fresh while still making the story make sense. And I also liked all the cool little shout outs and not even shout outs, but all the little things that they put in that like for instance Han Solo having a beard, that was described to us about a year ago in Aftermath, or maybe 2 years ago. You know, that's how he's described in the first Aftermath book. So like that's fresh. Princess Leia's costume is from the comic books. That's fresh. We haven't I mean, we've seen it in comics, but we haven't seen it in the films.
Kept killing her on accident.
And these things
Good job.
Yeah.
and these things are closer to the like probably as close as we're going to get to films with a lot of that kind of stuff. You know, seeing a little bit of the background with Maz and Han was fun. Seeing a little bit of
I would never blame you, Chewbacca. This is my
Han Solo?
favorite line.
I'm sorry, of Lando. I'm all happy and jazzed that Lando is still hanging out and being a general because we haven't really seen that part of him. So this to me says that maybe Cloud City's been liberated already because well, I don't know. It might go back and forth.
Lando in Battlefront was like the perfect combination of him being a general and him just being Lando.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like that, like, having the other guy, Shriv, is like the best guy ever.
We were like just talking about Shriv.
Dude, he's like, and with Lando, they're like the perfect best friends ever. Like, and you know me, I love Nien Num. Lobot's alright. But like, as far as best friends go, like Shriv just came out of nowhere, just beat everybody for best friend of the year.
Shriv wins everything.
Yeah, so like that was a new character that I hadn't met before, and now like I'm all super jazzed, and I like him a lot.
Maybe the Rian Johnson trilogy will just be about Shriv. Biography of Shriv.
Right. Never before explored parts of the Star Wars universe. Shriv. Shriv, episode 1. Shriv mad. Shriv, episode 2. Shriv sad. Shriv, episode 3. The final Shriv. Shriv, sarcastic. Shriv resigned. But yeah, that's what I have to say about Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm still having fun with it. I unlocked Luke. I still get shot in multiplayer all the time, but it's okay because it's still fun.
Yeah, I played the campaign and I was pretty good at it. And then I started playing multiplayer with a friend and I'm awful. Like I can decently fly an X-Wing and that's about it.
Dad, tell them about how amazing I was in Battlefront 2.
I don't remember this story. I cannot think of anything that sounds like what you're describing.
Tell them how horrible I was at it.
I don't even remember watching you play Battlefront 2 at all, so I really have no idea.
But you were always making fun of me about how I couldn't shoot people.
Oh, yeah. Like, she'd look at the person, and there'd be, like, a person, and she'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna get you. And then she'd, like, shoot to the left of his head, then to the right of his head, then to the left of his head again, and the person wasn't even moving, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay. Hearing about Lizzie playing Battlefront makes me feel better about myself playing Battlefront.
Yeah, but that's like in the campaign. You're not even shooting other people.
No.
You still can't shoot the campaign people. Yeah, me and Axel had a lot of fun with the arcade mode, if you guys have messed around with that. It's just like these little like 1 minute, 2 minute challenges. You know, like one is like Chewie and Han are on Mos Eisley and kill 100 stormtroopers or something like that. And so like me and Axel did some of the dark side ones, and we were Palpatine and Vader. And all we did was try to climb Yavin Base. And then it was just funny because I could see up Emperor Palpatine's skirt. And all I could see is like little weird feet.
Safi's played those. All I've done is play the campaign and some multiplayer things.
So that is my opinion. Anything else?
I love barrage.
Yeah.
I was really good at barrage.
That really helps you. Mm-hmm.
Because I would just shoot at random places, and I'd still get them, because barrage just explodes everywhere.
Actually, in the campaign, it's like so much easier to just have a sniper gun, because like you can just shoot everybody from far away.
Sometimes I would get headshots when not meaning to, but then pretend that I didn't.
She'd be like, "Oops, I'm awesome."
Yeah. Thank you for your opinion.
You are welcome. Axel, do you have an opinion on Battlefront?
I have an opinion.
Go state it.
I don't get it.
Go say your opinion.
I don't have an opinion.
Oh, okay. Then let's get it.
Ow! Why'd you do that?
Oh no.
Can we name it in the species?
Why?
Dude, she's recording. Come on.
Okay. Peace out. Hey, Lizzy, you want some chips?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. Well, we're on. What are we on? We're on Jakku, so I'll finish up real quick. They do the thing. She sees her dad, and her dad's like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. And so, you know, Iden runs away. She flies away. And her escape pod crashes. And she gets knocked out because, you know, she's bouncing all around.
Mm-hmm.
And, so then Dell finds the escape pod. And, you know, he's like, hey, Iden, what's up? Saved you. She's like, okay, cool. And then they kiss, because... What did you feel about that? How did you feel about that, Lizzy? About the kissing of people.
Oh, the kissing of the people.
Yes.
It's beautiful!
It's beautiful?
It was beautiful.
Okay.
You didn't like it?
Oh, it's not that I didn't like it. It just felt kind of like there wasn't anything before. You know, like it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't develop, you know?
Not that we've seen. Because it kind of skipped a lot, but...
Well, yeah, but like before, because there was nothing before. Like because they would just, you know, they were friends. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, like it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't bad, but there was nothing beforehand to be like, hey, there might be more feelings here, which I feel like there should have been.
Yeah, but I kind of saw it anyway.
Well,
like,
I
even
saw it because
before?
I was like, okay, male protagonist, female protagonist, see where this is going. Because I'm bitter, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's because you saw the Hera and Kanan kiss scene, and that's the best one of them all.
It's the best. No one can beat it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not like what is it? Idel? Is that what people are calling it? I'm not like
Idel?
violently anti-Idel. Because it's Iden and
So,
Del.
okay,
But
how do you feel about people being like, oh, that's instantly her Rey's parents?
okay, I want to get to that. I want to finish the decades later, and then I want to get to that. Because
Okay.
I have lots of feelings about that. But I'll keep it nice. So yeah, and then it cuts to a 30 years later thing. You know, there's a first order jib jab thing lands, and you're like, oh, what's going on in this here day? And and then Kylo Ren shows up, and you're like, that's what's going on this here day. He shows up, walks in, he's like, all right, Del. So we're gonna kill you, you know, but tell us some stuff. Del's like, no, I'm not telling you stuff, you know. And then Hask, because he survived somehow. Don't even know how that happened. He survives, and he's just like, okay, bruh, we're gonna, you know, they talk. Kylo goes into Del's mind, because that's what Kylo does. Then Hask is talking to him.
You died.
And then Hask is like, I'm gonna kill Iden, and I'm gonna kill your wife now, too. Or, no, Iden is his wife. I'm gonna kill your daughter, because Iden and Hask have, or, not Iden and Hask, Iden and Del have a daughter, apparently. And then Hask is like, okay, you suck, pew pew. shoot, and then they get out, argue with some people, but that's not important. What's important is that people see the they hear that Ida and Adele get together and that they have a daughter, and they immediately think, oh, Ray. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Well, when they said daughter, I kind of thought, usually your mind goes to Ray. I kept thinking, if it is Ray, then why check? How?
Well,
How and why?
my mind didn't go immediately. In fact, I didn't even consider Ray being their daughter a possibility until someone mentioned it to me. And I was like, what? Because when Hask is mocking Dell about fatherhood, clearly Dell played like, I don't know, like he like they raised their kid, they weren't, okay, Ray, you're a cute kid, we're gonna dump you on Jakku. And like, like, I don't know, I kind of got, like, it just felt from the dialogue that, like, they knew where Ray was, she was with them, it was fine. So it doesn't make sense that it would be Ray. You know what I mean? Because Ray was dumped off so young. You know what? Oh no, Lizzie, you're cutting out.
Yeah, you are too.
Oh, well, we're back, so speak.
Speck.
Speak.
Bark.
What were you saying?
No, I don't know. It's just, it would be nice if it was Ray and we finally knew who her parents were, but I don't think that's them.
No, I mean, I definitely got the vibe that they raised their daughter, like, because Dell, like they said about fatherhood, and, I don't know. Like, it didn't explicitly say, like, you married your daughter, but I think if their daughter was on Jakku and had been there since she was, like, 5, and just kind of there, and they didn't, no one really knew who she was, I feel like that would have been mentioned, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, well, there's going to be 3 new campaign missions added on December 13th, which is 2 days before Last Jedi comes out. So, maybe we'll see then? Well, I guess one day, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm not buying the theory. And not just because I'm in Camp Rey Skywalker. I don't think it's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I just don't know.
That's all our words. I mean, do you have more words?
No, I have no more words.
No more words? So, we don't have any more topics on the notes. We went over all those. So now, we're going to, we'll just, sign out. So, I was Zoe.
I was Lizzie.
Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. Make sure you check us out on, like, Twitter and, like, Facebook and all that fun stuff. I mean, it should be easy to find us because you just gotta look up Star Wars Geek Girl and stuff. But yeah, thank you for listening. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Bye.